iPhones are nice and all, but a lot of users are still struggling with the battery life, and once that last little trickle of juice is finally drained, you're basically left clutching a £1,000 doorstop. Fear not, however, as Apple's new iOS 13 update contains a few nifty battery-saving features to help you keep on going until you're tucked up with Teddy. So what I'm going to do is cover the best battery-saving features found in iOS 13, which is available right now as a public beta. It'll be rolling out officially towards the end of 2019, and I'll also cover some of the best power-saving features from recent iOS updates as well, in case you missed them. And for more on the latest and greatest mobile tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So first up, if you're struggling with battery life on your iPhone in any way, shape or form, you need to dive into the settings, and your first port of call should definitely be the battery section. From here you can check out the full status of your battery, including exactly what has been draining that juice over the last 24 hours or the previous 10 days. So for instance, if there's an app that you don't really use that has been draining your battery in the background, so for instance my Tile app right here, you can get the lowdown on that and then do something about it. In the most extreme case, if you find you don't actually really need that app at all, you can just wipe it from existence. Just long press it, and then when the little X pops up, give that a little tap and confirm that you no longer need it. However, there are also less severe options which I'll be covering in a moment. Back in the battery settings, you can also check on your iPhone's battery health, which is well worth doing. If you see that it's significantly below 100%, then definitely get it straight to an Apple store and get one of those guru guys to check it out. And inside of that battery health menu, I also highly recommend keeping optimized battery charging selected. One of the power saving features found in iOS 13 is the fact that it actually learns your daily charging habits. This of course happens in the background. Most of us of course just plug in our iPhones, leave it charging all night long, which you're not really supposed to do, as it could lead to overcharging, which damages the battery. But in iOS 13, the iPhone will charge up to 80%, and it will then trickle charge until the point where you normally disconnect it in the morning when you're staggering out of bed again. So this should hopefully mean that your battery life will stay consistent over time, unless Apple decides to kill it again in a future iOS update. And in the battery section, you'll also find the low power mode, which can basically help to really extend your battery life when you're down to the final dregs of juice. This culls most of the background activity going on your iPhone, which can of course drain a lot of juice. But bear in mind, with low power mode active, you will have to manually push emails to your device. They won't be automatically fetched from the servers anymore. And you'll hopefully know when low power mode is active, because that little battery icon in the top right corner will turn yellow. Now, if you find yourself regularly relying on low power mode, you can actually add a shortcut to the control center, which saves you from having to jump into the settings every time. To do this, all you've got to do is go back into the settings menu and find the control center option just here beneath general, and then go to customize controls, and you will find the low power mode in there. Just give it a little tap and it will be added to your list. Now, even when low power mode isn't active, you can set how often your apps will fetch new messages. All you need to do is go into the settings section, go to passwords and accounts, and then fetch new data. As you can see, fetch is set to automatic, but you can change it to every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, even hourly if you want to save some battery life. And iOS actually allows you to choose which apps have the right to update in the background as well, so you make sure that any non-essential stuff lies dormant when it's not in active use. Back in your iPhone's settings menu, just tap on an app that you don't use very frequently. You'll find them all listed down at the bottom. Inside the app menu, you'll see an option that says background app refresh. Just give that a little tap and that'll stop the wee blinder from doing anything in the background without your know-how. And if you don't actually see this option listed, that's because the app never actually runs in the background, so you're good to go. Now, one of the other big new iOS 13 features is the dark mode, and this does exactly what you would expect. It basically polarizes the settings menu and supported apps. You've now got white text on a black background. You can activate this at any time by going into the control center and then long pressing on the brightness slider, and you'll see the new dark mode option down here in the bottom left corner. Alternatively, you'll find it in the settings menu in the display and brightness section. It's right there at the top, so just give dark a little tap to switch at any time. And from in here, you can also automatically schedule the dark mode to turn on from sunset to sunrise, or via your custom schedule. Now, the dark mode of course makes things easier on the old peepers in low light situations, but it should also help with power drain, as well as the display doesn't use up quite so much power. This should have a significant impact on more recent iPhones which have OLED screens, as in that case those blacks aren't actually rendered, the pixels just shut off entirely, so a lot less power is used. And another dark mode related setting that might have a small impact on battery life could be found in the wallpaper section of the settings. In here you'll see the new dark appearance dims wallpaper option, which might have a limited impact, but it's worth a go, isn't it? And I also highly recommend turning on auto brightness on your iPhone as well if you haven't already. And this is one setting which is buried hideously away. I don't know what the hell Apple is playing at, but I always struggle to find it every time I look for it. You won't find this setting in the display and brightness section where you might expect it. Oh no, Apple in its infinite wisdom has stuck it in accessibility and then display and text size. And if you scroll to the very bottom, auto brightness, hooray! Now we've already discussed culling any apps that are sapping your battery in the background, but you should also get rid of any that are updating regularly as well, because that won't just kill your battery life, that'll also ruin your bandwidth. Well, the good news is in iOS 13 this is easier than ever. Just head into the App Store and tap your little profile pic up in the top right, and when you scroll down a little bit you'll see a list of all apps that have updated recently. If you find one you haven't used in a while, all you need to do is just swipe left, and as you see you'll have the option to immediately delete it. Hooray! Another feature which was added to iOS recently which can really help with your battery life as well is screen time. Again, you'll find this hidden away in the settings, and what this does is it just limits the amount that you use any non-essential apps such as social media, for instance. It's good for your mental well-being, and it's also good for your power drain as you can save your juice for the apps when you really need them. In iOS 13 this has been updated, so now for instance you can actually group together apps such as social network, games, things like that, to make sure that you're not spending far too long on your PUBG mobiles, your Facebook, stuff like that. But don't worry, if you don't want to group all of the apps together, you can just choose individual ones that you want to really limit. And the good news is in iOS 13 you now have a 1 more minute option as well, which is great if you just have to save your progress in a game or just finish composing that really hilarious tweet that you started. And to finish with, just a couple of quick and easy power saving tips that you can dive into on your iPhone. Very simple and straightforward. So first up, if you dive into the accessibility section, in there you'll find the motion option, and in here you can reduce motion. This basically just cuts down on the animations and effects as you're flipping through iOS. It removes some of the coolness admittedly, but it also helps with the power drain. And last up, back in the settings menu, just dive into Siri and search, and the top option will be listen for Hey Siri. Just deactivate this and that'll prevent the microphone from being constantly enabled listening out for your Hey Siri command. That'll definitely save a bit of the power drain. So alright, there's my full list of power saving tips for your iPhone on iOS 13. Have you upgraded your own iPhone to the iOS 13 beta? Definitely be great to hear your thoughts down below. Seems to have some pretty nifty features so far, even though most of them have been around on Android for a while. So yes, definitely let me know your thoughts, and please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest mobile tech. Cheers everyone, love you!